What's going on, people, and welcome to Man Knows Football. You are here with Guni for a Premier League preview between Watford and Chelsea in tomorrow's mid-fixture game at Vicarage Road. And boy oh boy, do Chelsea need to bounce back in the Premier League. Back-to-back 1-1 results. The last one was just heartbreaking for me, man. Felt like a loss, and we definitely got to bounce back this time. But we did get some more bad news in the press conference from Thomas Tuchel. But before we do get into the details, a few things we have to get out of the way. Obviously, the like, share, subscribe, and leave your thoughts down there in the comments. As always, I will do my best to get back to you as soon as I can. And also, do me a favour as well. Check out the previous video that I released. Me and Eunice Talks Football. We've done a talk on Chiesa and the situation that's going on at Juventus. Very funny and interesting video, so I suggest you check that out. That was released earlier today. And as well, I was live with Lee Gunner, with Eunice and Northside London. We did stream live on his channel, on Lee Gunner's channel. We were discussing the whole FIFA awards yesterday and what I thought was controversial, and a bit about our teams as well. So the link is also down there for that in the description. Definitely check that out. But let's get into tomorrow's midweek game. And to be honest with you, this isn't the game I'm really too concerned about. We've got West Ham on the weekend, and our injury situation is looking worrying. Yeah, it's looking worrying. I will start off with the good news. So let's get into what Thomas Tuchel said about the injury. So Lukaku is ready to play more minutes, quote unquote, what Tuchel said. So we might be seeing Lukaku start. However, Reece James, Jorginho and Timo Werner are a doubt, and last minute decisions will be made on the trio. That doesn't sound too good. And the one particular name that I'm worried about is Reece James. We cannot afford to lose Reece James. He is a key player. He is key in this system. We've already lost Ben Chilwell, and we've seen like we've suffered a bit without him. But hopefully going forward, we're not going to see too much of that. Marcus Alonso is going to get a run of games and get into some decent form. I'm well behind my players. Don't get it twisted. People talking about Marcus Alonso agenda. There is no agenda on any Chelsea player. The only agenda I have is the Erling Haaland one, and that's about it really. If there's another, oh yeah, and newly founded Chiesa one, yeah, big ups. But look, Kovacic also out as well, so we are suffering in terms of injuries, and N'Golo Kante doesn't look like he is going to play this game. The only thing that I'm hoping for is that these players are fit for this weekend, and I'll tell you why. And it's not a disrespect to Watford, because Watford have injury issues of their own. So Watford have got a long absentee list. Peter Atebo has got a thigh injury. Ken Sema has got a knee injury. Ben Foster's got a groin injury. Ismail Yassar, who is a key player for Watford, has a knee injury. Sierralta has a thigh injury. Barr has an ankle injury. Nkulu has a hamstring injury. Kuka has a knee injury. Emmanuel Dennis and Messina are battling knocks. So they have a list of extensive injuries and to key players as well. Two names that obviously stand out there, Ismail Yassar and Ben Foster. Those two are key players for Watford. And Watford, they are leaking goals left, right and centre. Yes, they have had the new manager in Ranieri, and he did put Manchester United in their place. Big up Ranieri, but the job that he's got ahead of him for keeping Watford up is going to be a very difficult one. And like I said, they are absolutely ravaged with injuries. So even with the injuries we do have, we should have enough to come away from that game with A, my clean sheet, and B, comfortable 3 points. Comfortable 3 points. So now we've taken those injuries into account, we've got to look at the lineups. Mendy's got to show a better performance than he did in the last game against Manchester United, that's for sure. We're going to give him the benefit of the doubt of one game. Still the best player in the world in my eyes, and he's definitely cemented himself in between the sticks. Then we're going to go with the centre-back trio of Rudiger, Christensen and Chalobah. Wing-backs, Marcus Alonso. On that right side, it will be interesting to see whether it's going to be Azpilicueta, I doubt it will be, or Callum Hudson-Odoi. My guess is going to be Callum Hudson-Odoi. That midfield pivot, Jorginho's out, Kante is out, Loftus-Cheek is fit, Saul Niguez is fit. We don't have the luxury of choice here. Mason Mount is also fit, and he can play in that position. Will he start there? I am not too sure. That one's going to be a very interesting one. That pivot is a bit of a toss-up because of, obviously, availability. Jorginho is a bit touch and go. Kante is definitely not playing, and Kovacic is injured. Our three best midfielders are out. So I'm just going to go with... I'm going to go with Ruben Loftus-Cheek as one of them. And to pair up with him, I think the gaffer's going to give Saul Niguez a chance. Then we're going to go with the front three. Christian Pulisic on that left side. Romelu Lukaku back in the lineup. On that right side, it's going to have to be Hakim Ziyech. That's the lineup that I'm going to go with. It's not the most convincing lineup in my opinion, but again, the saving grace in this is Watford. My concern is West Ham at the weekend because we cannot afford to drop points at any circumstance. The last two games, we have dropped 4 points. We dropped points against Burnley. We dropped points against Manchester United. We have to get points against Watford. We have to get points against West Ham. We need to establish a winning run from here going forward. Because if not, we can find ourselves slipping, and Manchester City are 1 point behind us. And they've got the quality and the know-how to win this Premier League. Now, I'm not saying all is done and dusted, but Tuchel has got a massive task in his hands dealing with these injuries. Obviously, that does affect tactics as well. January is around the corner, but the concentration of games that we have before then, we can't even think about that. We've got to deal with what's on our plate first. But how do I think this game's going to go? Honestly, I think Chelsea are going to win this one comfortably. We could even bring in a couple of youth man in this squad, and I reckon we're still beating Watford. I just can't see them doing much. Ben Foster being out is a huge miss for them. Ismail Assar, their winger, huge miss for them. He's a decent player as well, very dynamic, beats players, and he's a goal scorer for them as well. So, unfortunate for Watford. Lukaku's back. This is a game where he could get a couple of goals. I mean, listen, in terms of Ziyech finding somebody in that box, there's your man, Lukaku. In terms of Pulisic linking up with somebody, there's your man, Romelu Lukaku. So that front three should be able to deal with whatever Watford have got at the back. So, despite the injuries, I am very positive that Chelsea will get 3 points and we will get back to winning ways. It's the weekend game that I'm very concerned about. Hopefully, we can iron out a couple of these injuries. I hope the situation with Reece James is literally just that. Just a knock and a precaution that he doesn't play this game tomorrow, so he is fit for West Ham. N'Golo Kante, same situation. I hope it's just the factor that Thomas Tuchel doesn't want to take the risk in playing N'Golo Kante because of this game against West Ham. He's going to be crucial for us. We need as many of our best players as we can get right now. Hopefully these are precautions for the weekend. If they are, great, that's fantastic. If they're not, then I'm going to be a bit concerned. But do we have enough in our tank to get the job done? Absolutely. We've got the manager to do so, and I believe we've got the squad to do so, man. I mean, come on. I'm going to remain optimistic. We're still out for a title charge. There are 3 points up for grabs tomorrow, and I do think we'll get it. But to be honest with you, I ain't really going to go on much longer. Daddy duties. I got to go and pick up my daughter. Like that. So I'm going to cut this one short, but thank you very much for watching, and please make sure you do check out those videos, especially the one with me and Eunice where we're talking about Juventus and the possibility of Chiesa coming to Chelsea Football Club. Definitely check out the live that me, Lee Gunner, Eunice and Northside London did as well. Link will be down there in the description. And as always, man, thank you very much for joining us and help us grow this platform. We're coming up to 4,000 subscribers, so big up yourselves. Let's get there sooner rather than later, though, you get me? So help a man out, man. But you get me? That's about it. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whatever time it is in the world, I hope you're responsible and I hope you're safe. You get me? That is really the most important thing. Stay safe, people. Yeah, the people out there that love you. Bless.